What if everything you know, every choice you've made, exists again in another universe right now? The multiverse isn't just science fiction, it's a real scientific idea suggesting reality could be far bigger, stranger, and more complex. What is the multiverse? And here's where it gets even stranger. The multiverse is the idea that our universe isn't alone, not even close. It suggests there could be countless universes existing alongside ours, all part of something much bigger. Every single one of them carries its own version of reality, its own space, time, matter, energy, and even its own laws of physics. Some people call them parallel universes. Others say alternate realities or quantum realities. Different names, same wild idea. Now think about this for a second. What if everything we see, everything we've ever known, is just one tiny slice of a much larger cosmic system? It flips everything. Origins of the idea. Ancient philosophy. And this might surprise you. The multiverse idea didn't start with modern science. It goes all the way back to ancient Greek thinkers. Philosophers believed everything was made of tiny, indivisible particles called atoms. According to this idea, these atoms constantly moved, collided, and combined in endless ways. Now here's the wild part. They thought these collisions could create entire worlds. Not just one, but infinite worlds forming over time. One philosopher, Chrysippus, even imagined something deeper. A universe that dies and is reborn again and again. A cycle. Creation. Destruction. Repeat. Sounds familiar, right? Quantum mechanics and superposition. But wait. This is where things stop being philosophical and start getting seriously real. In the 1920s, scientists developed quantum mechanics, the study of the smallest building blocks of reality. And almost immediately, things got weird. At that scale, you can't predict exactly what will happen. You can only talk about probabilities, like reality itself is undecided. Then comes superposition, the idea that something can exist in multiple states at the same time. Erwin Schrödinger took it even further. He suggested that when equations show multiple possible outcomes, they might all actually happen, just in different versions of reality. Take a second and think about that. No wonder it feels impossible to fully grasp. Our brains were never built for this level of reality. Early universe and formation of different laws. And just when you think it can't get any crazier, everything may have been decided in the very first moments after the universe began. Right at the start, tiny quantum fluctuations, basically random energy variations, shaped how the universe would grow. Now imagine those fluctuations going slightly differently. A small shift, and suddenly, the laws of physics change. In another universe, gravity might behave differently. Particles might interact in completely new ways. Chemistry, stars, even life, everything could be altered. And it doesn't stop at one. This process could keep happening, again and again, creating new universes each time with their own unique rules. So the big question is, how many versions of reality are out there? Bubble universes. Analogy. Now here's a way to actually picture it. Imagine the universe like an endless ocean, and inside it, separate bubbles forming. Each bubble is its own universe, expanding on its own, completely cut off from the others. No signals, no interaction, nothing. Think of it like ships at sea. You stand on one ship, looking at the horizon. That's your entire universe. Another ship has its own horizon. You never see each other. That's how these universes exist. Non-causal, meaning they can't affect one another. So yeah, entire realities could be out there right now, and we'd have absolutely no clue. Traveling between universes, risks. But wait, what if you could actually travel between them? The idea exists. Something like tunneling from one universe to another. Sounds exciting, right? Not so fast, because the moment you enter a different universe, the rules might completely change. Even something as small as the charge of an electron could be different. And that tiny change, it would wreck everything. Your body, your chemistry, your atoms, none of it would function the same way. You wouldn't survive it. Best case, instant collapse. So yeah, visiting another universe might be the last thing you ever do. Scientific debate and criticism. And here's where things get heated. Not every scientist is on board with the multiverse. In fact, the scientific community is split right down the middle. Some researchers take it seriously, others completely reject it. The biggest problem? You can't test it. There's no experiment, no direct observation, no clear way to prove these universes even exist. And that's a big deal in science. Some experts worry that pushing ideas like this without evidence could actually hurt the credibility of physics itself. Steven Weinberg even suggested something unsettling, that if the multiverse is real, then the constants of our universe might just be random. No deeper explanation, just a chance. And honestly, that's a tough pill to swallow. Universes with different outcomes. And this part really puts things into perspective. Not every universe would look like ours. Some might be empty, not matter forming at all, just nothing. Others could have stars lighting up the sky, but no heavy elements, no planets, no chemistry complex enough for life, just glowing stars and silence, which means everything we take for granted, Earth, life, even us, depends on very specific conditions. Change those slightly, and none of this exists. So the real question is, did we get incredibly lucky? Or is this just one version out of countless failed realities? Observational evidence attempts. But here's where science actually tried to catch this thing in the act. Scientists turned to the oldest light in the universe, the cosmic microwave background. Using the Wilkinson microwave anisotropy probe, they mapped tiny temperature differences across the sky, searching for scars, possible signs that our universe collided with another. And for a moment, it looked promising. Some patterns hinted at something unusual, maybe even another universe brushing against ours in the distant past. Then came better data. The Planck satellite stepped in with much higher resolution, and just like that, the evidence faded. No solid proof, no clear signals, not even a gravitational pull from outside. So right now, the multiverse remains just out of reach. Quantum mechanics meets general relativity. Now this is where things get seriously intense. At the moment of the Big Bang, the entire universe was smaller than an atom. That means two completely different worlds of physics had to overlap. The tiny, chaotic world of quantum mechanics and the massive, structured world of general relativity. And they don't play nicely. But when scientists try to combine them, something strange appears. A kind of restless, bubbling structure of space-time itself, often called quantum foam. It's not smooth, it's unstable, it's constantly fluctuating. And inside that chaos, entire universes could form. Like bubbles rising out of boiling water, space-time itself might be spawning new realities over and over again. Why multiverse isn't just fiction? So here's the part people get wrong. The multiverse isn't just some wild sci-fi idea someone made up for fun. It actually comes straight out of real physics. No exaggeration. When scientists apply quantum mechanics to the fabric of space-time, these extra universes just show up in the math. You don't have to force it, it naturally leads there. That's what makes it so unsettling, because it means this idea isn't based on imagination. It's a logical extension of theories we already trust and use. Of course, that doesn't make it proven, but it does mean one thing. If our understanding of physics is even close to correct, then the multiverse might not be optional. It might be unavoidable. Types of multiverse, max Tegmark levels. And just when it starts to feel overwhelming, someone actually tried to organize all of this. Max Tegmark broke the multiverse down into 4 levels, and each one gets more extreme. Level 1 is the simplest. It says space just keeps going forever. Somewhere out there, the same conditions repeat, meaning another version of our universe could exist far beyond what we can see. Level 2? Now things shift. These are bubble universes with completely different physical constants, different rules, different realities. Level 3 dives into quantum mechanics, the many worlds idea. Every possible outcome actually happens, just in separate universes branching off constantly. And then level 4? This one's wild. It suggests every mathematically possible universe exists. If it can be described with math, it's real, and that's it. No level 5. Because honestly, how do you even go beyond that? Other multiverse theories, and just to push things even further, Brian Greene proposed up to 9 different types of multiverses, each built on different physics ideas. We're not diving into those here, but trust this. If you thought this was complex, it only gets deeper from here. So we're left staring at something massive, mysterious, and completely unresolved. The possibility that reality is far bigger than we can comprehend. What do you think? Are we alone in one universe, or just one version among many? Drop your thoughts, likes, and subscribe.